We are in the City of Roses, Portland, Oregon, home to the Trailblazers, where we'll be broadcasting today's action live. Sit back and enjoy this presentation of NBA basketball on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan alongside Greg Anthony as well as Brent Barry. And we'll be catching up a bit from the sideline with David Aldridge. One thing we'll see tonight, Brent, is a lot of terrific rebounding battles. We love guys that clean the glass. Both teams can do it.
And you want to watch those guys who have an innate ability to rebound, Kevin, and how it is that they prepare while their perimeter players are taking the shots. It's almost as if they're predicting where the shots are going to come from, and then they're in great rebounding position, collecting anything that comes off.
It's a skill, isn't it? Being in the right position, knowing where that ball's going to hit the rim and where it's going to go.
It's a tremendous skill, and it's a tremendous asset for any coach to grab extra possessions because you have a great rebound.
All right, let's set the floor. Courtesy of Gatorade. All fueled up and ready to go. So for Oklahoma City right now, Westbrook and Oladipo, the athletic backcourt duo. Steven Adams is out there with Ilyasova. And it's Roberson in at the three.
Well, if you ask around the league about the moves that the Thunder made with the trade for Victor Oladipo at the 2016 draft, most people would tell you they got the better of it. Oladipo, the best shooting guard they've had since James Harden.
Oladipo hits them both. And you know, Brent, the Oklahoma City Thunder for so long making do with one way at the off-guard position.
I think you're right, Kevin, and maybe Victor Oladipo changes that. Over 15 points per game for his career, and a very aggressive and athletic defender, a legit two-way player for OKC.
Now Westbrook, after the missed three from Damian Lillard. Screen by Adams. Westbrook dishes to Adams. Outside Westbrook. 6 to shoot. Lets the three fly. Offensive rebound. It's good.
Well, you have to put at least one body on Adams, maybe two. With his size and relentlessness, he'll light you up on the offensive glass.
Now here's McCollum. Turner with the screen. Aminu with the screen on Westbrook. Lillard misses.
And as far as jump shots go, that's what you have to continue to try and get.
Yeah, and I know gravity's out there, but not everything is going to fall, even when you set it up perfectly.
Trailblazers have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Back to McCollum. Plumlee with the screen. For 3. And there's McCollum. That's good on the assist by Turner.
He's one of the league's more dangerous deep shooters. McCollum hits a high percentage of threes when he's in sync.
And Oladipo kicks to Westbrook. Falls back and drains the fadeaway jumper.
Wow, risky shot there size-wise, but the incredible skill that he possesses allows that one to go.
And the attack mentality, I think he surprised the entire defense with that one.
Now here's Turner. Three-pointer, Lillard, and it's Lillard again missing. Oladipo for 3. That shot off the mark. Now Portland takes it the other way, and it's denied.
A great shot blocker from the combo forward. Aminu's length helping him there.
Pass to McCollum. Plumlee with the screen. They set the pick. Turner passes to Plumlee. He can't get it to go.
The defense arrived just in the nick of time to throw him off there. So fortunate he missed that one, guys.
And there's the foul. It goes on Evan Turner. That is his first foul of the game. On defense, the Trailblazers, they trail by 1.
You're always going to hear about Aminu's defense first. Quick and physical. Loves to get up and challenge shooters.
And watching Adams go to work out there, he is a bit of an old school big man in the sense that, Brent, he'll throw his weight around and look to intimidate the other team.
Yeah, Adams willing to take on that role, take the punches and take the hits for the rest of his team. And it goes along with his great defensive instincts, I think. His activity down low, certainly a big help for this team's defense.
They throw good, Adams.
Well, the Kiwi Adams, born in New Zealand, was the Thunder's first-round pick back in 2013, steadily coming into his own now on the offensive end.
And so Adams nails both of them.
You always talk about glue guys and guys that do the little things to help their team. Steven Adams is certainly that for the Oklahoma City Thunder. Not a big presence in the box to score, but when you watch him play with his team, he's willing to sacrifice his body set. Man, at the point guard position, are you kidding me? Explosive scoring ability and body control. That results in a bucket and a free throw.
And he'll be shooting his first free throw of the game here. And the free throw, no good. Damian Lillard most dangerous from the perimeter, but he's really worked on his finishing inside.
He's a superior athlete, so he's learning right now how to get his shot off on the inside with all the length and athleticism of an NBA big man. He's working on that floater, finishing through contact. I think he's making big strides. He's getting more and more confident in that area. Yeah, it's one of those quarters where you're just incredibly frustrated that you did not impact it the way you wanted to. So nothing going right now.
Back to McCollum. Lets it go from the wing. He can't hit that time. Nice D from Oladipo. Pass to Westbrook. Back to Oladipo. That's good, and so Westbrook comes up with the assist. Here's Lillard. McCollum outside. Top the key, Aminu. Down low. Here's Plumlee. And Adams sends it back.
Well, Adams quick off his feet there with that size and length. Tough to shoot over.
Took the opportunity when he saw it. Westbrook's got 5 points so far.
And they can't allow him too many open looks like that. That's just inviting trouble.
Here's Lillard, and a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2. They get Russell Westbrook. And you look back, and some players haven't really loved playing in the Northwest. You might include LaMarcus Aldridge in that category. But Damian Lillard certainly has embraced it.
Well, if it couldn't be Oakland for the hometown Warriors, Damian Lillard enjoying his time in the Pacific Northwest. He seems like one of those guys just not drawn to the bright lights and glitz and glamour of the league. He wants to get down to business and get to work. Plays with a chip on his shoulder coming out of Weber State. And he doesn't mind that small town atmosphere and those incredible fans the Blazers have had for years.
He makes 1 of 2 that time.
And he's great getting to the free throw line, but Lillard also typically does something with the opportunity. High percentage shooter.
Oladipo, good. Here's Lillard. Plumlee with the screen. Shots off the screen. Lillard with the bucket. Lillard's got his second bucket of the game to go.
And he came off that screen, and the D just didn't get over the top of him.
And he's not a guy you can give open looks to. The D has to be better. Got to learn a lesson there.
Westbrook missing again.
Man, just imagine how much they'd be up by guys if his shot was going in.
McCollum kicks to Turner. His first attempt of the game finds the target. Turner's got his first points in this one. Outside Westbrook. Kicks to Ilyasova. 11 feet away. And that one off the back of the rim and in. That's 7 points for Russell Westbrook.
Well, the defense is attacking Westbrook, and he's attacking right back.
So timeout called here, the first for Portland.
And you look at the Thunder last season, they were slept on as a contender for the title. Warriors and Spurs, very, very good, but in the same conference. Might have helped the Thunder to stay focused and fly under the radar just a little bit more.
And Oklahoma City making a change here. Kanter's checked in. Plumlee with a screen on Westbrook. Outside Turner. Six to shoot. Jacks up a three. Russell Westbrook with the rebound. And usually the Thunder are favorites to go deep, and that's exactly what they did last year, all the way to the Western Conference Finals.
Well, you look at what Westbrook represented in Oklahoma City over the past 5 or 6 seasons, and there's no doubt with that kind of talent, you're going to have a chance every year, Kevin, to make a deep push.
Just a grinder, always doing the dirty work on the offensive glass, and that's one of the things he brings to the table.
Festus Ezeli, he's checked in for Portland. And a switch here also for Oklahoma City. Singler's checked in. That's good from Kanter. And the Blazers going a bit younger, kind of revamping on the fly. Brent, do you like what they've done?
I really like what they've done, Kevin. And to me, Terry Stotts deserves a lot more credit for sticking with what he established offensively, even with one of the franchise's best players in LaMarcus Aldridge leaving. And the incredible three-point shooting they lost with Wesley Matthews. Terry Stotts stuck to the same offensive system, and I think they've reaped the benefits with Lillard and McCollum.
A team's rebounding is a great measure of its energy, and theirs has been terrific here in the first quarter.
Timely passing leads to assists, and that's been the recipe for success.
Lillard attacking. Nice move. He stepped back and cast it up. Lillard's got 7 points.
And you can see one thing about Lillard, he does not need much time or space to get a quality shot off.
Westbrook dishes to Kanter. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup. He's got 5.
You could not diagram a better way to open a quarter.
Yeah, not only have they been the aggressors, their early execution has been off the charts.
Near the three-point line, it's McCollum. Trailblazers keep it alive, and Adams sends it back. Oladipo with the ball. He has 6. Singler outside, and there's the pass to Westbrook. Here's Kanter, and he drops in the layup off the glass. And the Thunder lead by 13.
One of the game's very best offensive rebounders, Kanter also has the wherewithal to quickly convert for the score.
Ezeli screen. Lillard from outside. Nice 4 for 7 from the floor with that shot.
You know, he has single-handedly helped them carve into this lead thanks to his scoring in the court.
Kanter, the pass to Adams. Singler for 3. And Enes Kanter picks up the foul. That's his first foul. So for the Trailblazers, Noah Vonleh, he's checked in for Aminu. And it's Alan Crabb in for Turner. And then for Oklahoma City, Nick Collison's checked in for Steven Adams. Morrow comes in for Oladipo. And it's Payne in for Russell Westbrook. Trailblazers trail by 10. Now a timeout called by Portland.
Start it. All right, I want everyone to give it up for your Blazer dancers. There we go. One more time. Give it up for your Blazer dancers.
McCollum kicks to Lillard. Back to McCollum. Launches a 3. Good. Great play by Lillard to set it up. McCollum's got it back down to a single-digit deficit for the Trailblazers. Payne kicks to Singler. Kanter, high post. Oklahoma City moving the ball around. And 2 shots coming up at the line as he gets fouled on the shot.
Well, Cameron Payne out of Murray State has shown some great signs in his first year. Not easy to back up Russell Westbrook as there's not many minutes at the point guard position, but has tons of upside and played with great confidence in the minutes he was given.
That free throw missing. Just talking about Cameron Payne again. he didn't get too many chances as a rookie, but he showed he can run an offense.
Well, something about Cameron Payne's approach to his career I like, Kevin. Just knowing that it's going to take some time until he sees the floor consistently, and he does a lot of things within himself. That's a sign of maturity in a young player.
And the second free throw, good. Where you look around the league and teams are starting to dig into the numbers and really analyze the game carefully. I know that you enjoy analytics. You've always been known yourself as an efficient scorer. When you take a look at the numbers, how do you see them? How do you interpret them?
I think there are some things that are very advantageous for players to take a look at with regards to how it is that they play and where they're most effective. Because one of the things, Kevin, it can sort of reestablish your confidence. And there can be spots on the floor where you get to where you might feel better because somebody has presented those numbers to you. I will tell you, Kevin, that probably the guy that I played with in the latter stages of my career that used the numbers the most was a guy by the name of Shane Battier. Shane loved to look deep into the books and try to gain some sort of advantage numerically and statistics-wise on his opponent. And really was one of the few guys that would go deeper than most.
Have analytics changed the game, do you think?
I believe so, but still for players, I think that they're a long way from being able to understand exactly what it is that the numbers are telling them. That time is coming where players really want to know those kind of things, and the tutorial sessions between the coaching staff and the players, I think, are on the horizon.
Singler outside to the inside and finished off by Collison.
Yeah, I mean, maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that one.
And we know he's capable of those memorable ones. Azealia screen off the pick. And it's Lillard again missing.
Yeah, unfortunate there, guys. Just a poorly set screen, and he didn't want to sacrifice his body to spring open his teammate.
Feeds it to Morrow. 1:21 left in the first. Wants to get it to Collison and does. 5 on the clock, and there's another one for the Thunder.
He couldn't have dreamed of a much better start here than they've had today.
Just completely in rhythm, really from the opening tip, and they continue to pile up the points.
McCollum kicks to Lillard. Takes the three. That's in for his 5th make of the night. Now shooting at a 50% clip, 5 for 10.
Well, they're getting a lot of their points outside the paint. 3 of their last 5 baskets are from three-point range.
Payne kicks to Morrow. Here's Payne. Dishes to Collison. Oklahoma City needs to get off a shot. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Trailblazers will take it. Davis is checked in for Festus Ezeli. Trailblazers trail by 7. McCollum outside. To the left wing. Vonleh dishes to Davis. And Lillard gets double teamed. Just 5 on the clock. Puts it up from 17. And it's Davis missing. Singler for 3. Bangs home the trifecta. Singler's got 6. Lillard. He can't get it to go. And as we conclude the first quarter, a one-sided game. And Russell Westbrook, a guy who has faced some criticism, also a guy who is extremely critical of himself.
It's tough, and I'm still learning every night to be able to come out, to know when to score, to know when to pass, to know when to be aggressive.
Well, you have to love the competitive attitude, the desire to be great, not just for himself, but for his teammates, too.
And the emphasis on winning. That's why so many people in the league feel that it's just a matter of time before Westbrook puts those finishing touches on his game.
Well, not exactly a close game so far, but as the second quarter starts here, plenty of time for a comeback. What stands out to you from Oklahoma City in this one?
Right from the start, they have been able to really own that paint and just dominate the backboard.
Control the glass, and you control the pace, and you get those extra possessions, which are huge.
So for Oklahoma City right now, Russell Westbrook out there with Payne. Then it's Kyle Singler. Then it's Enes Kanter. And it's Ilyasova in at the 4 spot. Okay, well, let's go down to David Aldridge for a report from the sideline.
Well, guys, it seems at times that Russell Westbrook can put up a triple-double at will. But he said, everybody thinks that I care about numbers and things like that, but I really don't. I don't think about who shoots, how many times I shoot. That really doesn't matter to me. I just like to win. All that matters is if we win. Kevin?
Thanks, D8, one of the most competitive players in the NBA.
Well, the Blazers signing Al-Farouq Aminu going into the last season for 4 years and $30 million looks like money well spent. For the first time in his career, he shot the ball respectably from the three-point line. That was definitely one of the big knocks in his game, but a tireless worker on the defensive end for Portland.
Roberson, he's checked in for Oklahoma City. That one is no good. And Bray, you talk about Aminu's three-point shooting. That was a big part of his scoring. Almost half of his shots coming from beyond the arc.
Well, when you play alongside two prolific scoring guards, you're going to get a lot of opportunities, feet set from the three-point line. So the 3-and-D role player was something that he played to the hilt. A nice pass in close quarters. Sometimes those can be tricky.
And we're now about a minute and a half into the second quarter. Westbrook passes to Singler, and there's the foul. It goes on Evan Turner. That'll be his second foul of the game.
That is a terrible foul to commit. He now has 2, and he's going to have to play more conservative from now on.
And Roberson kicks to Singler. It's stolen by Aminu.
And the turnovers are what stand out. I know they're leading, but it's going to catch up to them if they keep wasting possession. That's their 3rd straight make off an assist.
Outside Westbrook. He feeds it to Ilyasova. No good from outside. Trailblazers trail by 4. Aminu dishes to Davis. Here's Leonard. And it's good off the back rim and in. Leonard's got his first points of the game.
This is what the coach would like to see out of Myers Leonard, the assertiveness and confidence to drain contested shots.
Singler, no good.
Now that's terrific defense at the rim. Got right in his path.
All instinctual because he knows where he needs to go and then force the opponent to do something about it.
Davis with a screen on Westbrook. Shot clock at 5. Turner passes to Davis. Moves back up. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot.
And maybe a good decision by the defender to foul. Davis's free throw percentage isn't much higher than his field goal percentage.
And for a long time, the word on Ed Davis was that he had a center's game and a power forward's body. Brent, as he's added muscle, he's a pretty good fit in the middle.
Well, he can block shots and he can get some steals, and he's really upped his rebounding over the last few seasons. He gets it done on both ends, Kevin, and if you look at the numbers, he's one of the more effective centers in the league.
That free throw, no good.
Well, Ed Davis had a father who played in the NBA for 10 years. That does not mean that he did not work hard to get to this position. Bounced around early on in his career and buried in Memphis despite putting up good numbers when he had the chance. Nice to see him flourish in Portland.
Catching up on the changes for Oklahoma City. Adams comes in for Enes Kanter. And it's Victor Oladipo in for Kyle Singler.
A 5-star recruit coming out of high school. Davis still trying to gain the consistency he needs to fulfill his potential.
Well, I tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
The Thunder have shot 6 of 7 at the line.
And at the line last season, about 78% as a team. Pretty solid numbers.
The first one falls. And the Blazers signing Davis for 3 years and $20 million going into last season. Brent, that was a great pickup.
Well, he's pretty stoked to be in Portland. The coach trusts him and the values of his game, and he's a good teammate. He also loves some good food, Kevin. He's like you. Portland certainly has that.
The Trailblazers making a switch here. Plumlee's checked in.
Ilyasova, with the height of a big man, he's very much at ease and has a great release.
Here's Turner, and some very quick points for him on that possession. Turner's got 6 points.
And not sure what you can do with a guy like that. With his handles, he can just take defenders to school.
Westbrook kicks to Ilyasova. And Robertson has it in the corner. Westbrook against Turner. Lets it go from deep. It's hauled in by the Trailblazers. Grab dishes to Turner. There's the screen. Plumlee can't tie it up as that one's no good.
Well, he's a great finisher around the rim, but some stellar defense there stopped that from happening.
Oladipo, the pass to Ilyasova. That one good for 2. And the Thunder lead by 4.
And that's what we mean by combo guard skills right there. Kept his head up and found the open man.
Passes it to Aminu. On the wing, Turner. He has 6, and it's slammed in by Plumlee.
And he's an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
He is, and he picks the simple one-hand stuff to get the 2 points. Oladipo outside. He kicks it to Ilyasova. Here's Robertson. Oh, trying for it. Off target from outside. The Trailblazers have gone 6 of 8 from the field in the second quarter. Now, here's Aminu. Quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game. And out of bounds as the Thunder gain possession.
Now, I don't know if he just lost sight of the lines on the floor, but he seemed perfectly oblivious to where he was on the court, guys.
Here's Oladipo. 6 points for him. Outside Westbrook. And there's the feed to Adams. Here's Robertson. He dishes it to Westbrook. 5 to shoot. Buried from 15 feet out. Westbrook's got 9 points.
Well, he's got no problem getting to that spot on the floor. Westbrook now looks more confident in those kind of results.
A leaner, and Adams sends it back.
Yeah, those are the shots that you expect him to make. You've seen it before, and so far, just not on his A game tonight.
Trailblazers trail by 6. Outside Turner. Here's Plumlee. That ball. Nice speed that time from Turner. 6 points for Mason Plumlee.
Yeah, they've raised their shooting percentage in this quarter, and they're starting to get on track.
And Ilyasova kicks to Westbrook. The shot comes out. Good work defensively by Turner. The Trailblazers have gone 7 for 10 here in the second quarter. They'd like to keep up that nice pace. Aminu dishes to Turner. Leonard kicks to Plumlee. Aminu, no one around him. Not 3 off the mark. The Thunder leading by 4.
Well, the Blazers have retooled their roster over the last season, but you have to be impressed with the job that they've done to remain competitive.
Grab the pass to Turner. Back to Crab. The dish now to Aminu. And Plumlee kicks to Aminu. And he makes that one.
Timeout.
And now just a 2-point Thunder lead.
Yeah, that was the 3rd straight high percentage look the defense has allowed. The defenders have got to start putting bodies on bodies.
And Mason Plumlee, 6'11", very athletic, but despite that, he's not a big-time rim protector.
No, but he is very mobile, and if he can get his body in front of guys who are attacking the rim, he can certainly be a disturbance in there. You ask the scouts, he's improved quite a bit defensively over the past couple seasons.
A different look now for Portland. Estes Ezeli, he's checked in for Leonard. McCollum comes in for Al Farouk Aminu. And Lillard subbed in for Evan Turner. Nick Collison's checked in for Oklahoma City. Morrow comes in for Roberson. And plenty of contact on the shot, so 2 free throws coming up. And there's the call, Oklahoma City with the foul.
2.
Well, a breakout year for C.J. McCollum a season ago, becoming part of the most second dangerous backcourt in the league, the Rainmakers, alongside Damian Lillard. He more than doubled his minutes per game and generated, for good reason, lots of buzz as one of the most improved players in the league.
Free throw good, McCollum. And sometimes a player's per game numbers, Brent, look better just because they're playing more minutes. That wasn't the case, though, with McCollum.
No, there was opportunity, and opportunity seized by CJ. He became so much more efficient and more steady with his game as his role grew.
So 1 for 2 that time at the stripe. And the Thunder from 2011 to 2014 made the Western Conference Finals twice, as well as the NBA Finals, while still one of the youngest teams in the league. They had, Greg, all the makings of a dynasty.
You felt like they were destined to win a championship and maybe multiple ones. Now you're not so sure. It's a tough business, and being very good often isn't good enough.
A wide open look here for Oladipo. And that comes off the assist by Russell Westbrook. Westbrook's got his 4th assist in this one. Now Lillard. He's got 13. Grab, dishes to Lillard. Hits the three-point bomb. Lillard's got 16 points.
And he answers right back with a 3 of his own.
And this is one of those challenges, mano-a-mano, each guy hitting from deep in the face of the other.
He had a nice open look right there. And the Thunder lead by 5.
Well, this is what he does. Morrow is so deadly on the catch and shoot. As a defender, you really want to try to force him to put the ball on the floor.
Lillard, the pass to Ezeli. It's taken away by Collison. In the corner, it's Westbrook. Back to Oladipo. To the right side. And Adams kicks to Morrow. It's tipped and stolen by Vonleh. It's good, and the Thunder lead is cut down now to just 3 on the bucket from Crabbe.
Well, like a gazelle in transition there, Crabbe with those long, smooth strides. You almost don't realize how fast he's going.
And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here. Well, you talk about potential. Noah Vonleh certainly intrigues.
Well, you look at tools, a 7'4" wingspan, and the second biggest hands ever measured at the combine. You add his mobility, lateral quickness. He just needs some time. Once he gets time, he'll get confidence, and we'll see Noah Vonleh do some things in this league.
And the Thunder making a switch here. Payne's checked in. He hits both from the stripe. Every season, Brent, so much exciting young talent always coming into the NBA.
Well, that's what the league is really predicated on, is young drafted players who come in and change the fortunes of a franchise around. I think we're about to see some of that take place in Minnesota with Karl Anthony Towns.
One of my favorite young players, only 1 year at Kentucky.
And another guy who people look at with regards to his position, Kevin, and say they can't quite figure out what it is that he does not do well.
A different look for Oklahoma City. Cantor comes in for Steven Adams, and Kyle Singler subbed in for Oladipo. The Thunder leading by 5. Singler outside. Pass to Collison. Morrow kicks to Collison. Five on the clock. Fader on the way. No good. Shot missing. Now Portland takes it the other way. Pass to Lillard. Back to Crabbe from deep. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City. Cantor's got 5 rebounds tonight. Singler dishes to Collison.
And this Blazers team, although dynamic offensively, defense is where they have the most room to improve. Don't get me wrong. They weren't awful there, but that's got to be a little bit more of their focus.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. first one falls for.
No wasted trips at all. They're taking care of business at the line.
Davis is checked in for Portland. Collison hits them both. Trailblazers trail by 7. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
Lillard outside. Kicks it to Ezeli. A putback. And Cantor pulls it down. Cantor's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Right wing. Morrow kicks to Cantor. Oklahoma City moving the ball around. And count the basket. He was fouled, and he's going to the line for one more. You talk about the Blazers' defense. Brent, where specifically do they need to improve?
Well, there's probably 2 areas, Kevin, where you can be much better. First off is just positional defense, where you have guys in the right spot on possessions just to make them difficult for the offensive team. And then the second part about that is no cheap, reaching, easy fouls. Those are just bailout possessions that help out your opponent.
McCollum against Collison. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here.
Well, even though he doesn't score a ton, Davis has enough offensive skills that make him tricky to defend. That time draws the foul.
He'll take his 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the game right here.
And Davis. 2 shots.
First free throw is good.
And quite frankly, the Thunder are just one of the most dangerous offensive teams out there, but their defense is solid too. A lot of good one-on-one defenders in their rotation, near the top of the league in defensive efficiency.
And both free throws good for Davis. And the Thunder did a good job of challenging shooters and locking down on D. They also know how, as we've seen, to protect the rim.
Well, a lot of that success last year on the interior has to be given to Steven Adams and the incredible progression that he showed as a center in this league. Really figuring out what it is that his opponents like to do and how he can be effective.
Just 2 to shoot. Cantor's shot is off.
It would have been something to see if he could hit that shot from that deep.
Well, it wouldn't be the first time that he's buried something from there, but still, there's got to be a better option.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, we know that the Thunder hired Billy Donovan as its new head coach. In his 2 decades at the University of Florida, he led them to 2 national titles with players like Al Horford and Joakim Noah. A defensive-minded coach, he's developed into a great offensive mind. Fellas, that's what he's trying to bring to OKC, moving the floor, as he calls it, creating space for their great scorers to operate.
Ball movement, player movement, that's where the league is going, D.A. Thanks. That free throw, no good. One item with Russell Westbrook and the big contract for Enes Kanter. The Thunder without a lot of financial wiggle room right now.
Well, with Westbrook, we've talked about how much on a nightly basis you're going to have a chance to win regular season games. But with the loss of Ibaka and Durant, it opens up a huge opportunity for a big man to step up and contribute. One of the things Billy Donovan has to be proud of what he saw last year was Steven Adams and his progression in the middle. Can Enes Kanter now become that guy to play consistently on the inside for OKC?
Clearly a 2-for-1 situation here, guys.
Yeah, they can't let the shot clock run down too far on this possession.
Lillard, the pass to Vonleh. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Lillard. Vonleh's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Kanter dishes to Payne. Collison up top. And there's the pass to Kanter. The rebound by Ezeli. Ezeli's got his 3rd rebound on the night. To the paint, kicks it out to Lillard. Back to Davis. Here's McCollum. Great pass to set up the lay-in. Now just a 3-point Oklahoma City lead.
Just like it when he gets in there. McCollum using his wingspan to take advantage.
And the first half comes to a conclusion in a game that has been very close so far. Thunder lead by 3. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Kevin, thanks. Here with Coach Terry Stotts. Coach, it's a hard game so far. Going into the second half, what will you tell your team?
Just got to compete. Keep competing, trust each other, make plays.
All right, Coach, thanks for your time. Back to you, Kevin.
Okay, David, much appreciated. And now time for halftime. So we'll be back in just a bit to get the third quarter underway.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello, everybody. Ernie Johnson here, along with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. Time to review the first half of action. Oklahoma City has the edge here at halftime. They have a narrow 3-point lead. And let's go to Kenny. What'd you think of their first half?
The differential is the free throw attempts. And that's one of the big stories in this game tonight. They were being so aggressive and so smart that all they could do on the defensive end was foul.
Looking at Portland, Shaq, your thoughts?
Well, the low turnovers really stood out to me. They didn't get loose with it or make silly passes. Nothing was forced. They had a nice flow to the offense. Guys knew where to be on the floor. That's the heads-up style of play they need to bring in the second half.
That concludes our halftime presentation. We now take you back to Kevin Harlan for the second half.
And we welcome you back to a beautiful aerial view of the I-5 freeway as it flows over the Willamette River here in Portland, Oregon. Welcome back, folks. Thank you for tuning in to the NBA on 2K Sports as we get set to get going once again. Hey, during the break, players getting a chance to refuel and hydrate with some Gatorade as there is more basketball in store. We're seeing a tremendous game from Damian Lillard.
I know we've said this many times before, but what a great first half. Just an offensive juggernaut.
Well, none of the defenders can stay with him in one-on-one situations. Even the team defense breaks down if he's in attack mode.
Lillard and McCollum, the explosive backcourt pair. Al Farouk Amino is out there with Plumlee, and it's Turner in at the small forward. So that's who Terry Stotts starts the second half with. And now looks like we've got an injury here, guys. We'll likely see him come out of the game.
Yeah, and when you see a player have to come out of the game like this, you just have to hope for the best.
Yeah, you never like to see anything like this happen for a player. Everything that you've worked for now up in smoke.
Trailblazers trail by 3. McCollum with the ball. Now guarded by Payne. Here's Lillard. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City. Adams has got rebound number 8 now on the night. Payne kicks to Adams. Right on the bucket. And it's a 5-point Oklahoma City lead.
Well, great efficiency on the inside from Steven Adams. Rarely does he take a bad shot.
It's McCollum on the wing. Shot off the pick. Plumlee. It's hauled in by Adams.
Yeah, no way this is the start they wanted for the second half. Their offense better start getting it going soon. 1 of 4 here is not cutting.
Over in the corner, Lillard. That ball. Nice speed that time from Turner. 19 points for Lillard.
They've given up a lot of three-pointers here today.
Screen by Adams. On its way from Oladipo for 2. And misses it off the right side of the rim. For Portland, they've gone 2 of 5 shooting here in the third quarter. Aminu, the pass to Plumlee, feeds it to Lillard. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Plumlee.
I mean, there's not a lot of reasons for a turnover, but there's certainly not one there. Just a lapse of judgment.
Here's Payne. Into the third we go. 2 minutes in now. And Oladipo has it in the corner. 6 on the shot clock. Releases. The they'll get another chance. Adams, and it's sent back by Plumlee.
Showing good shot blocking skills at times. Plumlee gets all of that one.
And the basket is good. McCollum's got it all tied up now for the Trailblazers. Oklahoma City's gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break.
And Mason Plumlee, one of the better finishers in the league, especially when he gets a little room for a launch pad. He gets explosive. His offensive game mostly limited to shots at the rim, so effective on the roll when he does make the screen.
Trailblazers have gone 3 of 6 in the third quarter, 50% from the field. And the whistle blows as the basket counts and a three-point play chance right here. One free throw coming up. And Plumlee still developing, Brent, his shooting touch. His free throw percentage, that's another area for improvement.
Yeah, a little in-between jumper for Mason Plumlee wouldn't hurt his offensive repertoire either. He's made impressive strides as a passer, though. That's one thing the coaches have remarked about, inside making decisions for a big man for offensive continuity.
Payne gets a wide-open look, sinks the three-pointer. Payne's got 7 points in the game. The Trailblazers have gone 4 of 7 to get things started here in the second half. And Lillard kicks to McCollum. Inside, here's Plumlee, and lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2. What do you think of the growth of the three-point shot as a weapon, Brent? Some have suggested that during the All-Star weekend, the three-point shootout should be the final event instead of the dunk contest. What do you think?
Well, I got a great idea. I really think they should expand the three-point shootout into 16 guys playing, and then you hand out a little bracket so all the fans can participate and fill it out.
That's a great idea.
So you go from 16 to 8 and then 8 to 4, then have the dunk contest, and then come back and let those 4 shoot it out. So you could kind of split it up a little bit and make the three-point shootout the last thing that you see. I'm on board with it.
Yeah, sounds good. He hits the second from the line. And Blazers coach Terry Stott's doing a great job. Brent, his team has overachieved in recent seasons.
I'm not sure if it's overachieved because they've had some tremendous talent. But the interesting part about Terry Stotts is try to find him taking some of the credit for what's gone on there, and you just won't. He's just giving guys great opportunities. He's given those guys defined roles, and each one has stepped up for him.
Oladipo for 3, and again Oklahoma City with the triple.
Slowly and steadily improving Oladipo, a good three-point shooter, making him more well-rounded as a threat.
Oladipo against McCollum. Here's Aminu. Second chance shot. Goes up again. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up, and 2 shots coming up.
And with the offense getting right to the rim, at least they saved the layup.
And Al-Farouq Aminu, definitely a fit with this Blazer team as they move towards the younger players. He is just 26 years of age. He is a high-energy glue guy and has proven his worth at that position.
And he makes the first. And you look at Aminu, he brings some versatility. He can play the 3, but he also can step over to the 4 spot if needed.
Oh, yeah, he can rebound and block shots like a power forward at times, and he can defend inside and on the perimeter. What a switchblade for their coaching staff.
Leonard, he's checked in for the Trailblazers. Crabbe comes in for McCollum, so he gets them both.
And for a guy who isn't a great jump shooter, Aminu has been very solid at the line, really, for most of his career.
Ilyasova sets a screen for Payne. Dishes to Ilyasova. Oklahoma City moving it around. Here's Adams. Portland grabs the miss. Aminu's got double-digit rebounds now in the game. He feeds it to Plumlee. And here is Turner. He has 6. To the middle. Out to the right wing. Passes it to Aminu. Fires from the corner. And the jumper is on the mark. That's now 8 points for Evan Turner. Oklahoma City's gotten going here in the second half from outside, nailing 3 of 4 from the arc. They get a hand on it. Turner with the steal. And here we go. Fast break. Turner's got it. It's his first trip to the line.
Taking 2 shots.
He misses the free throw. Good on the second free throw. Under trailing by 3. Payne with it. He has 7. Down low. Loses his man off the screen and lays it up and in. Adams has got 10.
There is some fluidity for a guy that size in Steven Adams. He's a legitimate option rolling to the basket.
And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact and he'll shoot 2.
Shooting for Portland, Mason Plumlee.
The first one falls.
At the line for 2.
That one misses.
Well, a former 5-star recruit, won a championship in college. Plumlee's still finding his way a little bit here in the pros.
Ilyasova dishes to Payne. And the shot is good. Payne's got the game tied up here for the Thunder.
He's getting anything he wants out there. He has this look in his eyes that says, nobody's going to stop me. Not tonight.
Turner with it. Now guarded by Payne. Off the screen. And too long on the shot.
More good work on the glass there. When it's all said and done, I think rebounding might tell the story in this game.
Five to shoot. Shoots. And the go-ahead bucket, no good. Portland's gone 2 of 2 from long range in the third quarter so far. Here's Turner. The putback. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. And the Trailblazers lead by 2.
That's what most want to see from Plumlee. Attack mode, pound the boards, have the confidence to finish off those kind of plays.
Here's Oladipo. Makes that one his 6th of the night. Shooting a very healthy 6 for 9.
They didn't have much of a problem getting the ball into the post that time.
Plumlee with the screen. Turner with it. Now guarded by Payne. Here's Plumlee. And again, it's Portland converting.
Now that he's added some size to his frame, Leonard is a tough guy to get through on with those picks.
A chance here to get a quick injury report. And now David Aldridge has an update for us on Russell Westbrook. What's the news, David?
Kevin, I caught up with the head athletic trainer for Oklahoma City. Unfortunately, it does not look good at all. He's not going to return to this game, and unfortunately, it looks like he could be out for a while, Kevin.
Thank you, David. Boy, you always hate to see anyone ever deal with any sort of injury.
And almost for every player, it's inevitable. I mean, injuries are going to happen no matter how well you take care of yourself.
Well, for how hard he competes in the game, you know he's going to do just the same when it comes to rehab. He may recover faster than most because of it.
2 shots, Jonas.
And just thinking about the way Kanter's career has gone, a lot of high expectations early, Brent, and a starting job after he moved teams.
And I think that might be a key for Kanter in the role of being a scoring big man off the bench. Really can play to his strength, and he can take advantage of another team's second unit, maybe not ready or equipped to handle what he brings to the table offensively.
That one is off.
Such a big guy, Kanter, but also incredibly lean. At the NBA Combine, for instance, he tested out at 6% body fat, an extraordinarily low number for a man of his size.
And he sinks the second.
Well, what you have to like about Enes Kanter, defense aside, is that he's an efficient scorer. He's got great instincts, to offensive rebound and be in position for somebody to feed him the ball on the inside. Well, he had the perfect opportunity to finish that one, guys, and just flat out blew it.
Singler outside. There's a screen by Cantor. Singler outside. From deep, Morrow trains the three-pointer. Morrow's got 5. And for Cantor, his play is what everyone envisioned for him when he was taken 3rd overall in that 2011 draft.
Well, the hopes for every general manager looking at Cantor was that he'd be a great low-post scorer, and that's where he's shown most of his prowess. There and at the offensive glass, where he just simply swallows everything up and puts it back in the basket.
Now that's terrific defense at the rim. Got right in his path.
All instinctual because he knows where he needs to go and then force the opponent to do something about it.
Singler outside. He kicks it to Cantor. Unloads from 9. No good off the back of the rim. Portland trailing here. Now here's Cram. Turner passes to Davis. Crab kicks to Turner. Davis sets a screen. To the inside. It's taken away by Collison. Oh, and a fast break for Oklahoma City. Here's Singler. Over Vonleh. The basket counts and 1. He'll go to the line with a chance to make it a 3-point play.
And that putback about as easy a bucket as you're going to get.
And it's a result of the defense not doing its job in the low post, boxing out and preventing second chance points.
And the Trailblazers making a change here. Azili's checked in, and Oklahoma City with a change here too. Robertson's checked in. Turner dishes to Azili. There's Vonleh. Here's Turner. Fires from deep. And with that, the Thunder lead is cut to just 1 on the basket from Vonleh. Vonleh's got his second bucket. Payne passes to Singler. Back to Payne. No good that time. And it's Portland the other way. Vonleh kicks to Turner. The feed to Vonleh. He dishes it to Cram. 4 on the clock. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead. Roberson the pass to Payne. The dish to Singler. McCollum's checked in for Portland. Damian Lillard comes in for Evan Turner. And Oklahoma City also making a switch. Ilyasova, he's checked in for Nick Collison. Portland's gotten the 3-ball working for them in the second half. They've hit 3 out of 3 shots from long range. To the wing on the left. Vonleh dishes to Lillard. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Trailblazers will retain possession.
And you can tell that pass just hung in the air for a long time.
Well, he had a jump on it, had a chance to make the play, just could not steal the deal.
.146 left in the third. Now Azili. Quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game. Good, nice play there from Vonleh.
Leaving Indiana after a very successful freshman campaign, Vonleh barely scratching the surface of what he could become.
They set the screen. Payne with it. Lillard picks him up. Payne kicks to Ilyasova. And Robertson has it in the corner. And he's good on the 3-ball. Roberson's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. And here's McCollum. 16 points for him.
You see Billy Donovan out there on the sidelines, and you can't help but to think of all the success he's had as a coach already. Back-to-back titles in college. Essentially built that Florida basketball program into a powerhouse. He's hoping that he can bring some of that success translated to the NBA and get himself in title contending position.
He misses the free throw. And for Billy Donovan, I think that's one of the bigger reasons why he made the jump from college to the pros, Brent. He had nothing left to prove.
Well, one of the reasons why he decided to leave Florida as well, Kevin, was the fact that he really enjoyed the culture of what it is that Oklahoma City represented. There's no reason for Billy Donovan to leave that university unless he felt like the opportunity in front of him had a lot of boxes checked, and OKC did that. Yes, he's too exceptional from deep range to leave uncovered.
Lillard with it. He's got 19 to the paint. A shot by Azili. Wide open. Good. Great play by Lillard to set it up. Lillard's got 6 assists now in the game. Oladipo, the pass to Roberson. And Ilyasova kicks to Singler. They set the pick. Pass to Oladipo. Off the pick. And the shot no good. A bit short.
Ill-advised shot there.
And he knows it. Got locked into scoring mode. Couldn't pull it back.
3-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Now here's McCollum. 16 points for him. Lillard outside. Just 5 to shoot. And Cantor pulls it down. Cantor's got 8 rebounds in this game. Singler for 3. And the release was before the buzzer, but it's off target. 3 quarters of play in a close game here. Thunder out in front. Now let's hear what head coach Billy Donovan was reviewing with his team in the huddle.
We should never get beat like that in transition when they throw the ball. Those points add up right now. Let's be locked in and focused right now.
Billy Donovan, as you can tell, not too happy, failing to get back on defense. A major sin in the game of basketball, especially from his standpoint.
Yeah, and anytime you get severely out-hustled, you're going to hear about it from your coach. And you should if he's worth anything.
We welcome you back to what has been a good one here as we get into the 4th quarter. So for Oklahoma City right now, the Stash brothers, Cantor and Adams inside. Roberson is out there with Oladipo, and it's Singler in at the 3 slot. Cantor dishes to Roberson. Back to Cantor. Here's Adams. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there.
Well, Steven Adams still working on becoming a better and more consistent free throw shooter, so another opportunity upcoming.
Steven Adams. 2 shots.
Gentlemen, 2 shots. Loose shots.
That free throw missing.
And missing opportunities here to extend that lead at the free throw line this half.
So we can't get either to fall. Trailblazers trail by 3. Inside, Plumlee, and Cantor pulls it down. Cantor's got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. Oladipo outside. There's a screen by Cantor. Cantor with the screen on Lillard. Here's Oladipo. Plenty of space. They get it back. The shot's good from Cantor. Cantor's got the first field goal of the 4th quarter here for the Thunder. We're just over a minute into this final quarter of play. Davis sets a screen. The leaner inside. That doesn't go in either for Plumlee.
Oh, tough D on the inside.
That's really one of his specialties, altering shots in close. Really no excuse for him missing that one, guys. He has to knock that shot down.
And Lillard kicks to McCollum. And Cantor over to help. And it's Amino in the corner. And that one falls, coming off of Davis's feed. That gives him the double-double. 10 points and 11 rebounds. They set the pick. Oladipo for 3. And it's Oladipo again missing.
He's not sure if he ran out of energy at halftime or what, but so far just not himself in the second half.
Count it, good.
I'm sure that's on the scouting report to not let him catch and shoot. With McCollum's marksmanship, that's easy money.
Singler, no good.
But he got off to a terrific start from the perimeter, but in the second half, he can't seem to build on that early success.
McCollum passes to Lillard. Davis sets a screen. And Aminu kicks to Davis. Lays it up and banks it in.
And how about the grit and determination in the post? I mean, essential qualities to have late in a close game.
Oklahoma City moving it around. And Singler kicks to Oladipo. There's a screen by Cantor. Oladipo dishes to Cantor. Up again. Great positioning on the putback.
And that is one of Steven Adams' specialties. If you fail to put a body on him, he'll put you in the rim.
Davis sets a screen. Here's McCollum. An easy layup after coming off the pick. McCollum's got 9 points here in the second half.
And he came off that screen, and the D just didn't get over the top of him.
And he's not a guy you can give open looks to. The D has to be better. Got to learn a lesson there.
And a big height advantage right there.
And sometimes it's not just the height, it's the flow in the shooting motion. Extremely effective from the mid-range.
To the middle, it's deflected. Stolen by Cantor. And Roberson kicks to Oladipo. Adams, the pass to Singler. Over to the left wing. Roberson gets it to go from beyond the arc. And now a 3-point Oklahoma City lead. McCollum outside. Lillard with a screen for McCollum. A floater. Lillard misses. Oklahoma City has gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the fourth quarter. Oladipo against Lillard. Lets the free fly. Oladipo misses.
Yeah, his shot just doesn't seem to be synced up right now. Here's hoping he finds it soon because his team is really going to need that production tonight.
Here's Lillard. Count it! And he'll have a chance for a 3-point play. It's going to be on Victor Oladipo.
Yeah, Lillard has that sneaky wingspan there and knifes inside for the bucket.
Turner's checked in for Ed Davis. Oklahoma City shooting 43% from the floor. Screen by Adams. Cantor with a screen on Aminu. To the inside. Cantor's shot is off. For Portland, they've gone 5 of 8 shooting as we've come down the home stretch in this final quarter. Pass to Lillard. Down low. Deflects the pass. And out of bounds as the Thunder gain possession.
And those are the kinds of mistakes that are magnified when we're talking about a game down the stretch.
The Thunder shooting a paltry 33% in the fourth. Not a good showing for this offense. They set the pick. Cantor dishes to Singler. Portland grabs the miss.
Well, he's using the force, but in the worst way possible right now. He just needs to dial it back and look to work the ball around the floor to his teammates.
Kicks to Plumlee. On the wing, Turner. Knocks it loose. Shoots from 12. Off the left rim and out.
And that was a difficult shot from mid-range simply because the defense was engaged.
And good defenders know it's about angles. Got great position and really bothered the release point.
And Singler kicks to Cantor. He can't get that one to fall. Plumlee with some nice D. Lillard outside. Aminu against Singler. Lillard against Singler. And here's McCollum for 3. Good. Great play by Lillard to set it up. Lillard's got his 8th assist in the game. Oladipo with the ball. Now defended by McCollum. And Oladipo kicks to Cantor. A stupendous finish in traffic. Cantor's got 6 here in this quarter.
This is the thing about Cantor. He has the size to muscle through contact and the good touch to boot.
Here's Lillard, and again, it's Portland converting.
Just reliable, guys. He's just always trying to make the right play.
And Oladipo kicks to Cantor. Now the pass to Singler. Fires for three. Traps in the tray. Singler's got the game tied up here for Oklahoma City.
The defenders need to recognize the importance of staying on him as we get into crunch time.
Good on the three-point shot. Lillard's got 11 in the second half.
And he's on his way to putting up a big three-point total.
And Oladipo kicks to Roberson. Oklahoma City moving the ball around. And they're going to count the bucket and send him to the line. It could be a three-point play.
It really does make the game easy for your teammates when you can lead them to the rim that well with the pass.
Ilyasova, he's checked in for the Thunder. And Robertson mostly known for his defense, but he can find ways to contribute on the offensive end too. Brent great in transition. He can jump out of the building if you give him a chance.
Well, is there a little bit of Sean Marion in what you get out of Robertson? That's not a bad comparison. I'm sure he'd take that, but he's fast in the open floor. He finishes a lot of chances. His three-point shot seems to be coming along as well, but mostly, Kevin, out there for defense.
Singler outside to take the lead. And no good. Trying to use the glass. Turner passes to Aminu. That falls. Nice speed that time from Turner. Aminu's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Are we sure that's the same player, guys? He looks completely different. What confidence he's playing with, and look how engaged he is on both ends.
Oladipo dishes to Cantor and fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot two. It's going to be on Mason Plumlee.
And truth is, Cantor is a fairly high percentage shooter inside. Sometimes better in this case to send him to the line.
Shooting two.
No good on that one.
And just so frustrating for a team when you collectively go cold at the line. And that's happened to them here in the second half.
Good on the second free throw. Portland's gotten off to a great start from three-point range in the final quarter. They're a perfect 3 of 3. McCollum kicks to Aminu. Back to McCollum. Feeds to Plumlee. Inside, Aminu uses the glass to finish the layup. Aminu's got the lead up to 3 now for the Trailblazers.
You know, you hear that A word all the time, aggressive, and sometimes just being that can turn your game around. He's been that in the second half, their go-to guy here.
2 shots, Johnson. Shooting two.
First free throw is good.
Boy, it's been so hard to watch at times. I mean, he's missed so many of his foul shots tonight. Good to see him finally come through there.
And that's good as he hits both of his shots.
He's had a few shaky trips at the line tonight, but he seems to be getting back to his old self.
McCollum kicks to Lillard. Plumlee with a screen on Singler. Back to McCollum for the 3. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Lillard. Lillard's got his 9th assist in the game now. Dishes it to Singler. Tanner, high post. He feeds it to Robertson. Here's Oladipo. Made that one. It's his 7th of the contest. 7 for 15 from the floor.
Well, confidence shown from Oladipo. He wants that shot in that moment.
McCollum passes to Plumlee. Yep, it counts.
Well, not the guy you generally think of if you need a go-to basket. Plumlee coming through.
Price is checked in for Kyle Singler. The free throw off from Plumlee. They're trailing by 4. Oladipo outside. Cantor kicks to Oladipo. Fires top of the key. No good off the front iron.
Not quite sure why he felt the need to rush that one. He had all the time in the world and just threw it up before he was ready to go.
And Lillard gets double teamed. It's McCollum on the wing, guarded by Price. Clock at 4. The shot's good from Plumlee.
For his career, more than 3/4 of Plumlee's basket have come within 3 feet of the rim, so you know he's going to take it inside.
And out of bounds as the Trailblazers gain possession. A different look for Oklahoma City. Steven Adams is checked in for Enes Kanter. And Cameron Payne subbed in for Price. 1:43 left to play here in the 4th. Great offensive performance they're putting on.
And guys, we call that the zone because that's where they are right now. They are in a zone, and I'm sure they feel unstoppable.
Plumlee with the screen. And a wide open look for McCollum. Good. Great play by Lillard to set it up. And it's a 9-point Portland lead.
Dropping bombs. How many more threes are we going to see from him tonight?
Well, some of that is up to the defense. Give him any space on the perimeter. It's going to turn the lights out.
Here's Payne. And they come right back with their own three-pointer.
Only took them a few seconds to answer the 3 ball with one of their own.
Wow, more threes in the NBA? Who knew? Teams trading Travel.
It's tipped and stolen by Payne.
It's going to be tough for him here, but maybe, just maybe, it's not over yet.
Wishful thinking. I think it's a little bit too late. It's going to take a miracle now. Beautiful setup. Put that pass right where it needed to be.
Lillard outside. Plumlee with the screen. Lillard dishes to McCollum. And another 3 for Portland.
And really, I like the fact that even with the big lead, they never coasted.
And that's part of good coaching. The last thing you want to do is have total control of the game and give some back at the end.
.35 seconds left in the 4th quarter. Shoots from 12. He's off on that one. Good work defensively by Turner. Here's McCollum. Plumlee with the screen. Left side, Turner. From deep. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City. Ilyasova passes to Robertson. Fades. That shot misses.
And you know what? That's one of those heat checks if he's taking shots like that.
And even though he's been on a roll tonight, that one was a bit forced.
And so it's Portland winning this one. It was up for grabs right until the final seconds.
Yeah, and for me, Kevin, what stood out is just the overall trust this group has in one another when it matters most. Doing what had to be done and to send these fans home happy.
And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks very much, Damian. Congrats on the win. How has your game evolved within this offense?
Well, there's a lot of pick and roll in the NBA right now. Scoring point guards that stay in attack mode and make the right plays are the most successful. And, you know, that's what they want me to be. They want me to make plays and be aggressive offensively. And I'm most successful that way. And I think I thrived in it tonight.
You definitely were on the move and successfully. Thanks again, Damian. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Greg Anthony, Brett Barry, and David Aldridge, This is Kevin Harlan. Thank you for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. We'll see you next time.
The 2K Sports post-game show.
And Ernie Johnson here again with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny Smith. Without further ado, let's present our Jordan Player of the Game, Damian Lillard. He didn't waste any time. The first quarter numbers he put up were frightening and certainly set the table for his team to prosper here tonight.
Damian Lillard at times is very good, but tonight you saw the great Damian Lillard. The best performance I've seen of him so far. The athleticism, the determination, it was all there. No opponent could have stopped that tonight.
He was dominant, throwing one haymaker after another, and the crowd absolutely loved it. They were eating it up. It's a love affair between him and this city, especially when he's tearing it up like that. He delivered a beauty tonight.
And that's it for tonight. But we've got a whole new NBA season ahead of us. For Shaquille O'Neal, for Kenny the Jet Smith, for Kevin Harlan, wherever he might be, and the entire 2K Sports crew, I'm Ernie Johnson. We'll see you again very soon.